Hi, Bob.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. Are you related to Judy?
No, I wish I were.
Oh,
This is a lot earlier.
got it.
Just some quick questions for you on this launch of iMac. I want to get a good sense from you exactly what this means to Apple. How much stock are you putting into this release of iMac? Is this the make or break for your company, as some analysts predict?
You know, I don't know. I think it's really important for Apple. Apple wants to re-enter the consumer market, which Apple originally pioneered years ago, as you know, and I think iMac is turning out to be a great product to do that with. So I think it's pretty important for us. Yeah.
People say that Apple really needs to break back into the consumer area, which they've been falling down on in recent years. This is the big consumer product for Apple right now. This is the one that they need to
Yes, I think so. This is Apple's re-entry into the consumer market in a pretty big way. I think we've got a very strong product, a product that's much better than anything else out there, and we're going for it.
You seem like you're hedging a little bit when you say it's a very strong product. Is it not everything that you had hoped it would be? Is it not quite what everyone's making it out to be?
Oh, it's not what I hoped it'd be. It's more, actually. It came out better than I hoped. Yeah, and no, the product is killer. So.
This company, just generally with Apple, you founded this company.
Have we started yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't tell me that. I'm sorry. I thought we were just shooting the shit. You want to start again?
It's all the same. Don't
Got it.
That you founded this company. You did extremely well. You left. It tanked. You came back. It recovered. I think from an Apple user and a shareholder standpoint, the big question is, are you going to stay?
Uh-huh.
Are you?
Oh, you know, I decided probably about 9 months ago that wasn't my problem. So I stopped thinking about it, and I stopped worrying about it. And other people may worry about it, but I don't worry about it. I just focus on what I'm doing right now, which is trying to get the iMac launched and trying to make as many as we can.
Is that one of the problems? I mean, obviously, in the past, Apple's had some problem figuring out exactly how many of these people are going to buy. Do you think you've got enough?
Well, we're making tons of them, and whether that's going to be enough, I don't know, but we've got factories around the world making them, so we're going to have a lot of supply. We have tens of thousands on dealer shelves for the launch tomorrow, and so we're making a hefty quantity of them, and it may or may not be enough. The demand seems to be pretty strong out there, so we'll have to see.
Is this a breakthrough product? I mean, obviously, Macintosh.
Oh, yeah.
Is this a breakthrough? And if it is, what's that?
Well, I think, what iMac was designed to do was to do for the internet what the original Macintosh did for personal computing, which was to make it easy. And the iMac is an amazing piece of technology. I don't know if you know this, but the iMac is faster. The iMac at $1,299 is faster than the fastest PC you can buy for any amount of money. You can spend $5,000 on a compact with a 400 megahertz Pentium 2 in it, and an iMac is faster at $1,299. So it's an amazing computer. And yet, its greatest power, I think, is that you can take it home, take it out of the box, and be cruising the internet within 10 minutes. And that's not something you can do on any other computer we know of. So we think the iMac is pretty special, not only for Apple's installed base of Apple's 25 million users, 10 million of them are in homes. But in addition to that, the analysts are saying there's 5 to 10 million new users that are going to enter the market this year, and their primary reason is to get onto the internet. And so those are the kind of people we think iMac is the perfect computer for.
Is it a question of people really don't need that much power that they've been getting in these?
We hear the opposite from customers. We hear that a lot of the consumer PCs on the market are kind of last year's oatmeal, and they want something a lot better than that.
Getting back to Apple, is this the product that they need to get back on their feet?
Well, I'm not the one to judge that. We're just doing the best we can to come up with some really great products and tell the world about them, and we'll find out what the demand is. But I think this is going to be a very strong product for Apple.
Is this, somebody said that you actually looked at the Jetsons and referred to the Jetsons cartoon when you were conceptualizing this product. Is that true?
Yeah.
What did that have to do with this computer?
I think Well, you've seen most computers. You know what they look like, right? You kind of have to hide them when company comes. So we wanted to do something that was really different than that, and really was fun, and really was great design. And so we looked to all sorts of resources to find ideas and feelings about what we wanted to capture.
Well, why the Jetsons? Why not 2001: A Space Odyssey?
Because we wanted to have more fun, and I think the iMacs turned out it's really fun.
There's the big complaint about the iMac that we're hearing in the trade press anyway. People, there's no floppy disk.
Mm-hmm.
I use this at home. People still use floppy. Why put that in there? And is that going to be a big problem?
Actually, we got a lot of research that says maybe 15% or so of the people out there use floppies. They're going away pretty fast. Software used to come on floppies, but now it all comes on CD-ROMs, right? So that was one of the biggest uses for a floppy that's obsolete. The second thing was people used to back up their hard disks with floppies, but it's pretty hard to back up a 4 gigabyte hard disk with floppies. You'd need 4,000 of them, and nobody does that anymore. And the third is the sort of what we call sneakernet, and most people are using the internet for that now. So the floppy is fading away, and generally the people that want removable storage are buying zip drives or iMation super drives and things like that, which hold 100 megabytes or more. And all of those things are available for the iMac. You can just plug them right in. So I think people have a much greater choice of what they want, and they can get the storage device that fits really what they want, if indeed they need one at all, and we think most people won't.
What are the latest numbers on how many of these have been ordered?
Oh, I think we released earlier this week that we'd received 150,000 pre-orders in the first week of accepting orders. And, we don't usually release that kind of information, so I think we'll just stick with that for now.
The other complaint, there's not enough Apple software.
Oh, actually, there's been a complete turnaround in that. It's been amazing. With Apple, I think, doing much better, and with the launch of the iMac, there have been 460 new applications for Macintosh announced since we launched the iMac on May 6th. So the developers are coming back in droves. There's some incredibly great software coming out for the Mac now.
Are people going to be able to hook up printers and
Oh, absolutely.
peripherals to this thing right away? It seems like the universal serial bus doesn't have a lot of things that are coming up with it right now.
Well, as you know, the Universal Serial Bus is the new standard, not just for Apple, but for the whole PC industry for how to connect peripherals. And every peripheral out there is going towards the Universal Serial Bus. So as an example, Epson printers are already out there in the marketplace. Hewlett-Packard ships their printers within a few weeks. There's going to be plenty of stuff out there. There's, I think, about almost 40 devices announced for the iMac. Everything from printers to scanners to digital cameras. Kodak's digital cameras are already out there, etc. There's a lot of stuff out there.
A lot of people say you're ahead of the curve on this. This is almost too much information.
Well, it's nice. It's nicer than what they were saying about Apple a year ago, isn't it?
Do you think you're going to be able to win over any kind of Windows people, or is it mostly going to be Apple loyalists buying this product?
Well, again, of Apple's 25 million unit installed base, 10 million of those are in homes, and clearly we're going after that part of Apple's installed base. But as I mentioned, between 5 and 10 million new users are expected to enter the industry this year with their number one goal to get on the internet. And we think iMac is perfect for them. And then also, Apple has lost a lot of customers to Wintel over the last 5 years. And we think iMac is going to give a pretty good reason for a lot of those to come home, back to Mac. So I think we're going after several different sets of customers. And collectively, maybe it'll be a pretty big number. Who knows?
Give me a sense of your marketing campaign on this. It's an unprecedented amount of money being spent by Apple.
Well, as you know, all great marketing starts with a great product. And we think we've got one here, so we want to tell the world about it. And we've got some great TV ads that break this Sunday on Wonderful World of Disney, and it'll be running for the next several weeks. We've got a great outdoor campaign that's going up, some wonderful photos of the iMac, and the slogans are, I think they're for a Mac, chic, not geek, sorry, no beige, and mental floss. And then we have a 12-page insert, which is going to be distributed in Time magazine, Newsweek magazine, People magazine, and other consumer magazines this coming Monday. So you might want to check that out as well.
Are you as excited about this as you were about Macintosh?
Yeah, I think we got something really great here.
But it doesn't. People say it's not that revolutionary. The
Well, you know, I think for Apple to come from where it did a year ago to people debating how far ahead of the rest of the market Apple is isn't so bad in a year.
All right, well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Okay.